Hello, everyone. We got something wild that just popped up today. GameStop potentially buying Bitcoin, and this is going to be very, very interesting. I hope you guys are doing well. Just remember, guys, I'm going to be going over the Bitcoin chart right after this news update. It's all just my own personal opinion. It's not financial advice because I am not always right with my trades, but I do tend to stick with them until I am proven wrong. All right, guys. GameStop, right? Like it says right here that after announcing this, it soared as much as 19% in extended hours. They have a 4.6 billion cash pile, ready for using it for funding investments, according to a December securities filing. So this is very, very interesting. GameStop potentially. I don't think they're gonna max out the 4.6 billion. I really, does that make sense for them to just 100%? I mean, I don't really know what their balance sheet. I don't know what other assets they may be holding, but like that's very, very interesting. So I'm very excited to see what kind of further announcements we get on that. And if something is confirmed, like legitimately confirmed that they are going to be buying Bitcoin and a decent amount of it with that cash pile they have, this can be very exciting because it can create hype. It can create a lot of retail influence to buy. It's a very, very interesting thing. I wasn't expecting that today. Um, so that's something to keep an eye on, especially with Bitcoin. I'm gonna go over the Bitcoin chart real quick. Especially with this news came out, and Bitcoin is trading in this sideways channel where we've seen it go up, down quite a bit, and it is now just continuing to trade in the discounted portion of its overall structure. And on top of that, a lot of these, supportive fib extensions to the downside that I like to use red for have been holding quite well. And we continue to see Bitcoin, move sideways after coming down. So, just like, one moment, just like up here, it's very, very interesting. So, just like up here, where it came back down, consolidated sideways for a bit, although here was much more aggressive, the fluctuations, and then it went up. And then it came back down and is now consolidating once again. So then we could see this continue to happen as we near the end of February. And then I believe towards the end of February, and I see this in every update video, every Bitcoin video, I do believe that by the end of February, we do have the potential of retesting all-time highs right over here, just over 109K. And then, is that over 100? Yeah, it says 109,300. Um, we definitely have the potential of reaching that, and then that's also where we see a strong 1 month liquidity wall at 109,500 over here as well. But that could, it can come up to here, hit minimum requirements, retesting all-time highs before anything happens, and then very easily we could make a slight new all-time high before getting rejected and continuing further consolidation at the premium levels, because we've been in the discounted levels for quite a while. But as we try to work our way up, and I'm very bullish on Bitcoin, not because I showed this in my previous chart planning video. It's not because I have 110,000 invested in BitU. It is not because of that. I am not biased towards Bitcoin. I'm just purely going off of supply and demand. Supply is dropping as more and more adoption continues to increase with states and governments and entities, and now potentially GameStop jumping in with a large amount. And I'll be surprised if they invest less than 1 billion. If they have 4.6 billion, if I'm correct, I'll be surprised if they if they do buy Bitcoin and it's less than 1 billion. I strongly believe it. Like it makes sense for them to do at least 1 billion or more. I don't think they're gonna do less than that. We'll see, right? We'll see. But we've been trading for a while sideways. We've been showing strong support, even with inflation data showing a little bit of shakiness, a little bit of uncertainty, being a little too aggressive with inflation in the last report, and then Jerome Powell saying that they're in no hurry to cut rates. But Bitcoin continues to hold strong. These liquidity walls down here are holding strong. This fib supportive extension area is holding strong, continuing all the way up to here, still hold strong. And now we're just kind of slowly narrowing this down, getting ready for a push upward. So, we're just narrowing down. We're just narrowing down the pathway, getting ready for this to just break out in either direction. And I do believe we are going to be going to the upside just because it makes sense with the current level, this level that we're in and the discounted portion. It just makes sense to me that we're going to be going up higher, but we will see. And if we do go up higher, of course, we have some resistances here and these liquidity walls that have been proven to be resistance here, here, and here. And then on top of that, we also have a potential resistance area right over here. And if we can hold strong, push through these as we continue to fluctuate, but push through these, come up into this area and increase the bullish volume, we could potentially go to my primary major resistance area right here before we can come up here. So we have 3 levels, this one, and this level of resistance before coming up here. And then this is the final resistance before coming up here. But then we have a few more up here as well. But the reason this is very significant is because as we continue to break these, that would also potentially create, and then other liquidity walls that I don't have on there, but there's plenty more overlapping these and overlapping these up here as well that are continuing to be created every day, and they change a little bit every day. But it can potentially create a short squeeze if we continue to come up higher, show bullish momentum by holding this resistance area strong, maybe finding consolidation in it and then pushing up higher. We will see as this chart continues to evolve. We will see how how we approach these areas. But this is my next target area to create a much more healthier bullish move up. And then by the end of February, I still believe, and I said this in so many videos, I still believe we have the potential of at least, we don't have to end it there, but I do believe by the end of February, we can at least even slightly break into the screen. And then eventually later into the year, we can see higher prices as well. But in the short term, I am bullish. I think price is holding, not just very strong, but very healthy. And we have a very clear, structure to the way up when it comes to trying to, decide like, oh, okay, well, if Bitcoin is going to start moving up, what's going to back it up? Well, there's not much broad economic stuff that's going to back it up besides just more, adoption increasing, and a lot of that background buying continues to happen. But it's purely just based off of the chart. We came down, we pretty much maxed out this fib supportive extension, and then we continue to see fluctuations. And within these fluctuations, we see imbalances being filled. We see them being retested, just like we saw here, just like we saw this area being filled. And then on the way up, we start seeing our extensions being filled. We can potentially, see that here as well, filling this area, trying to see if we can have enough bullish momentum, and then finally break up into here. It's like we've seen this happen plenty of times before. The structure looks healthy. We are definitely discounted and holding strong. In my opinion, it makes sense we start moving up higher. So we will see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated, and let's see if we hear anything about GameStop anytime soon. So yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys soon.